my gorgeous people. How are you guys? So we're back to normal. Jessie has gone back home. I'm starting my new job this week, but I had a day off in the middle of the week, so I'm going to do some makeup for you guys. My lighting's a little funky because I've got natural light on this side and then white light on this side, so I'm like, my eyes look funky. Anyway, okay. So what I wanted to do was sort of based on what we talked about when Jessie and I went to the Mac Pro store last Saturday in Dallas. Basically, we were looking at lipsticks, and the makeup artist was talking to us about how the new thing for this fall is really, really dark, almost black lipstick with like a neutral or really light lid. So that's what I'm going to do today. The lipstick that I have is actually a lipstick I've had for a little while now. It's by CoverGirl, I think. Oh no, this is by Rimmel London, and it looks like this. It's called Hype, and it's basically that same color that's on the bottom there. It's a really dark red burgundy color. So it's almost purple based, but it's not quite purple. So that's the lip color that I'm going to be using, and the lids we're going to do really neutral. We're gonna make them nice and like shaded and shadowed, but they're going to be not very bright. So let's get started. Okay, so I've already got my foundation on. I like to do that first, and then I'm going to apply my blush. And my blush today is going to be Peachy Keen from MAC. I take this big, huge brush. This is by Sonia Kashuk. She doesn't have the gold one anymore, but she still has this style of brush. So it's really, really soft and nice. And just take a little on my brush, wipe it off, and I apply it right above the apple of my cheek. I don't want to put it directly on the apple of my cheek because it just makes your face look wider. So this light's really washing out this side, but I promise there is blush there. So I just tap the blush on. There you go. You can see it more on that side. I promise it's not that dark either. Okay, so the base that I'm going to use today is a white base. This is a matte cream color base in Luna. It's a really kind of sheer white with a little bit of frost in it. So I just take my ring finger and I pat it on my lid in the places where I want the most color. And then with my middle finger, I just blend it out. Not too much. You still want it to be sticky. That's what your colors and your pigments are going to stick onto. Take this light down a little bit. That's better. You just don't want it to be so sticky that it creases later on. The lighter the coat, the better. If you want to make sure that it doesn't crease later on, the best thing to do is to apply like a primer underneath, like Urban Decay Primer Potion or MAC's Prep and Prime. That way it should neutralize the oils in your skin and not crease. Okay. Why did it sound like that? I don't know. Okay, the first color that I'm going to use is going to be my all-over color, and I'm using Creme Royale. This is from the Royal Assets palette from the Antiquities collection for the holidays. You can get other colors. I know, yes, I'm using some limited edition, but I'm using what I have, so use what you have. If you don't have this exact color, it's just a really nice kind of golden cream color. So again, Creme Royale is what it's called. So that's going to go all over just the lid itself, the eyelid itself. There, just all over the lid. Now, next color I'm going to be using is Sun Pepper. It's sort of a reddish brown color from MAC. It's a pigment, but it works really well for me for like creasing and things like that. So I'm going to take my crease brush. This is a tapered brush. This is from Sonia Kashuk as well. It's very close to the MAC 224. So I just take a little bit of the color. I just use what's on the lid. And I'm going to put that right above my crease. So it's just going kind of near the brow bone area. And I'll take it all the way down very lightly into the inner crease as well. So I want that to be nice and blended and light. I don't want a lot of color there. There we go. Same thing on the other side. Okay. It is a little darker on the side, but that's fine. If you mess up, one side's a little darker than the other, you can either go back in and fix the other side so they're even, or, which is what I did. But I'm also going to, whenever I blend out, when I put my highlight on, I'll blend some of that color out as well, so it won't be as dark. So yeah, right now it's a little severe, but it's okay. Alright, now I'm going to take this color. This is from the Roaring palette from, or not palette, Roaring Duo from the HIP, the HIP collection. So it's got this really bright blue, but then it's got this really good neutral kind of taupe color. And so I'm going to take that with a tapered crease brush, which looks like this, kind of like a little pencil paintbrush sort of looking thing. So this is really great to get in the extreme crease, right in there, because it will really give you a precise line rather than the big tapered, which is going to give you a more blendy line. This is going to be more precise. So I'm going to take the taupe color, not the blue, and I'm going to go directly in my crease and really define that shape. So it's right in between the cream and right in between the red. I'm blending the two together with this taupe color and also really defining my shape and my shadow right there. And instead of having a real severe half moon shape here, I like to bring my color down a little bit and blend it into the cream. Now what I do is I'm going to take the same tapered brush that I used to apply the Sun Pepper, the red color, and I've just wiped off all the excess pigment that I can. You can kind of fling the pigment out, flip it out. And so I'm going to take this and I'm going to use it to blend my three colors now together. So I just start from the top usually, make sure that one's all blended out so it's not so severe, and then I'll just bring it down into the other color and then blend in the Sun Pepper, blend in that taupe into the creme color. Now it's time to apply the highlight color. For that I'm using, this is a Lorac, I guess it's pretty much a pigment. They call it Glam Rocks, and this one is Metallic Pearl. They have other different colors, but this is more like a gold pearl color. So this is what I'm going to use as my highlight color. It tends to come out a lot in the lid, so I just take it out of the lid. I've got this really big paintbrush. It's a Maxine's Mop number 270. So it's really thick, and I just stick it in the lid, get some of the color out. And then that goes right underneath your actual brow itself. And I just tap that on first to get all the color on it. I'll do it on the other side as well. And then I will blend. All that excess color that was up there, we just blend that out. And I also like to bring it down so that I get a little bit of that color into the inner corner, because it really helps to brighten up and open your eye. Okay, now we'll apply our liner. still really simple. So I'm going to take my Stila Eye Kohl, and I'm just going to line the inner lower waterline. And then carefully, not blinking too hard, I'm going to blink that up into my upper waterline. The mascara. I'm going to use my Supernova mascara from Fresh. Really, really great mascara. I highly recommend it. You can get it at Sephora. I'm not sure if you can get it at Ulta, but definitely you can get it at Sephora. You start from the bottom, kind of wiggle that. It will give you a fuller lash because you'll get the majority of the mascara near the roots of your lash. Then if you'll extend that up to the tips, it gives you length. And if you put it on the front of the tips and then come back in from the back and pull it out, it gets it on the top part of your lashes as well, which gives you more length. Because most people, the very tips of their lashes are kind of bleached. They're blonder or they're lighter, so you don't always see them. So that's what gives you the length. Unless you have a lash that has those fibers in it, which I don't like because they tend to get in my eyes. They tend to fall. Alright, so you can see I do have really long lashes anyway, so your lashes aren't going to be this long. Right now it looks almost fake, but you can get a lot more length if you do get those tips in there. So again, this color is Hype. It's from Rimmel London. Okay, so I put a little on, really blot it in so it's not so moist, and then I put another coat over the top of it. So there we go, the new look for the season, really dark lips and neutral lids. If you want to punch up the lip just a little bit, you'll take a little bit of gloss with a shimmer in it, such as Glamour OD from the Dazzle Glass collection. Put that right on your pout and a little bit on the Cupid's bow. Anything right there in the center, if it's shinier, will give you more of a pout to your lip and it'll make your lips, sorry I got a little too much gloss on there, make your lips look fuller. So really, really dark lips and neutral lip. That's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Hasta luego. And check out heavyeyeliner.com. She makes really cool necklaces. She actually made a necklace that's based on the Twilight series, the cover of the first book. Pretty cool.